Yes. We're ready. Okay, welcome to the City of Middletown Planning Board meeting. It's not going to be a meeting tonight. It's going to be a workshop, okay? Everything on the agenda has been postponed, except for the two preliminaries. Those we can hold, okay? There has been a procedural misstep, a question about their legality, so we aired on the safe side.
Side of caution.
Side of caution, okay? So this happened just recently this evening, 3 o'clock or so. So, to protect the city and ourselves, we are now just going to present a workshop, and we're going to meet Polycraft Industrial Place, Warehouse Phase 2, and you can step up to the mic and you can give us your presentation for this evening.
We're actually waiting on one individual to show up, so
Oh, okay.
if you don't mind postponing.
Oh, we can wait. If the town of Wayweanda, 250 Dolson Avenue, self-storage facility.
It's a workshop session, so it's not.
Workshop.
Oh, so we can't pledge the flag in a workshop?
I'm not sure of the procedure myself.
I would
It's not
like
an
to,
official
but-
meeting.
Okay.
This is new territory.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Zach Sabo, Engineering Surveying Properties. I'm here for the applicant SB Dolson Realty LLC. Some of you might remember, this is the Dunkin' Donuts site that's off of 17M and James P. Kelly Way. A lot of the questions as we were developing that site was what was going to go on the rest of the site. So we're here today to discuss our application for a self-storage facility. As you recall, this site is within two municipalities. It's within the city of Middletown, and it's within the town of Wayweanda. The line splits the site into three separate pieces. Our initial application for the Dunkin' Donuts facility, the building resided entirely within the city of Middletown. But we did have infrastructure such as sewer, water, parking, stormwater that lied within the town of Wayweanda. Now we're kind of flip-flopping. We were in front of the town of Wayweanda Planning Board last Wednesday, and they circulated for lead agency for this project. Pretty much what we're proposing as part of this project is the self-storage facility would be entirely within the town of Wayweanda, the building itself, with infrastructure that resides outside in the city of Middletown. So that would include parking, potentially stormwater, water, and sewer. So we had the same issue where there were multiple different agreements between the city of Middletown and town of Wayweanda to address the use of those infrastructure pieces in the city versus the town, and we plan to do the same here. Also provided was a traffic letter speaking to basically the use itself does not have a ton of traffic that comes to it. I think our peak was around 18 a day at maximum. So we're not proposing any traffic study as part of this. We do have 3 access points that we're proposing as well. 2 of them are existing and 1 is going to be upgraded. So you have the current access off 17M that is a right in, right out that services the Dunkin' Donuts facility and will also serve this facility. The right in, right out off James P. Kelly Way, which will do the same. And then we're proposing a full service upgraded access off of the County Route 78. We did have some questions about that because I understand that the city of Middletown, all their roadways are reviewed by the DPW and not the DOT or the county, and we couldn't find a name for that road. It does say city speed limit right before that entrance, and that entrance does reside in the city of Middletown. So we're calling it County Route 78, but the county does not have any review, or they're not an interested agency in this project. That's pretty much it. We're really here to inform you about the project and what we plan on doing. Like I said, the town of Wawayanda has circulated for lead agency, and the city of Middletown was one of those agencies. I'm here to answer any questions if you have them.
The road, it's called, you have a paved surface. It's the access road that leads from your property to County Route 78 as marked on the plan.
Yes. So County Route 78 itself, I'm not entirely sure what the city name for it is.
Okay? We can find that out, but
Okay.
do you have rights to that road?
Yes, there's an easement that allows us to actually, well, that road is on our property. There's an easement over that road to service the mobile station that's at the corner.
Okay.
So that is our property.
So the parking that is on the city of Middletown property, can you designate that, show that to us, please?
So all of the spaces that are proposed in the city of Middletown, we call out as land banked. We don't believe by the standards that the town of Wawayanda has put forward that we need 52 spaces. So the spaces that are proposed in the city of Middletown are land banked. If we need them, we'll build them, but they're not proposed to be built at this time.
They would have to be built according to the standards in the city of Middletown.
That we'll provide those details on the plan.
You had mentioned the infrastructure is going to be a lot on the city of Middletown side for the development of this project.
Not all of it, some of it, similar to what the Dunkin' Donuts site was, how we proceeded with that. So I can kind of go through and point out where those things would be. The sewer, I don't believe any of that would be on the city of Middletown side, because the line runs along here. Right, so that's the town line. Our sewer is on the town of Wawayanda or part of the property now, and will run right towards the building. So we don't plan on having that in the city of Middletown. However, the water, where the existing curb ends off of James P. Kelly Way.
Can you show that on the map?
Yeah. So right around here, we have a stub for an 8-inch water line. So we would have to bring it in through the city of Middletown into the site, and we'll have a hydrant there and fire protection for the building. So just that section, and then stormwater.
Well, just going back to that, so whose water are you going to be using? Wawayanda or Middletown?
Wawayanda, I believe. It was very confusing when we were going through it initially, but that water line on James P. Kelly Way, is that town of Wawayanda water line? But so this is why it was confusing, because they reviewed the installation of it, and they were there for that, and so was the city of Middletown. That's why I get confused with that. But if that is the city of Middletown's water line, then we plan to use city water and town sewer, similar to the Dunkin'.
Also, town sewer, or the town, I didn't know the town of Wawayanda had a sewer system there. I think you'd be tying into the city of Middletown again.
No, it is the town of Wawayanda sewer system.
Wawayanda.
Yeah,
Is that septic or sewer?
sewer.
Okay, well, that would definitely be under the review of our DPW.
Yeah, certainly.
Because certainly, you have to tie into our water, and I didn't know Wawayanda had sewer, but doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That could be found out through the DPW and clarified, and, pardon me?
I know Middletown Sewer is right there.
Yes, yeah, I mean, the Wawayanda may purchase water and sewer rights from the city. I don't deny that, but I don't know, they don't own the pipes or anything like that nature. But that's why you're here.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I wonder if we should send this to CPL for their review and comments.
You'd be fine.
Yeah, we don't object to that. We intended to proceed the same way we did with the Duncan, where both municipalities had their engineers look at the plans and review it. We had that with CPL, and we had that with MH&E in the town of Wawayanda for the Duncan. That's kind of why we're here today, just to give the city the plans to take a look at it before we move to full design. But we don't object to that.
Okay, well, that's a good plan.
I think they should contact Martina to set up an escrow.
Okay. Set that up so that she can talk to CPL and you can start sending these plans to them. Especially with sewer and water already on them somewhere denoted, so that they can research the sewer
Yeah.
and water.
No problem.
And the only, as long as you have, and you probably have to, you say you own the land where the paved access road is to County 78?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And you'd have to show that to us, make sure that we're not letting you go on somebody else's property.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. We can provide.
Well,
the
is that Wawayanda up there?
No, that is City of
It's all
Middletown.
city. But they claim they own this piece of property right here.
Okay.
Whoever's doing this right here, they own this piece of property. So let them just give us documentation that they own it. Because it looks like they're gonna land bank 24 spaces, is that correct?
I believe it's 32. There may be a typo on there.
Now, are you seeking a waiver from Wawayanda as far as parking?
Yes.
And if you don't get that, you need the land bank.
Well, we would have to construct them. Yeah. We're showing that we have the space to do it, but
Right.
Well, are you factoring in that for impervious facing surface?
yes.
Would the city have any comments to make? DPW have to make comments whether they want the parking, allow parking there? Is that an issue, or?
Well, depending upon what Wawayanda does, yes.
All right. So it would behoove you also to contact the City of Middletown Commissioner of Public Works,
Certainly, we can do that.
so he can comment if he has any other concerns that, maybe we don't see, especially tying into water and maybe sewer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't make this clear, but we're right in the beginning of
Okay.
stages of design of this. When it comes to the review for CPL, we have a little bit more engineering work that we would like to do
All right.
before we send it off to them. And that includes sewer and water, stormwater infrastructure. So
Because in all honesty, I was a little confused on why you're even here, coming to
I-
the city. It's on the way beyond the property,
yep.
and we understand that you have, or you want to access some of the City of Middletown land, but we appreciate it. That's good. We can see your project ahead of time. But now we know why. Thank you. Appreciate that.
No problem. I'll take all that information when we move through the design. I'll reach out to Jacob. I'll reach out to CPL. I'll get them the plans, and we can
Okay.
move from there. All
When are
right.
you anticipating being ready to submit?
Well, Town of Wawayanda circulated for lead agency on Wednesday last week. So we were going to wait pretty much till the 30 days when we get all the comments in to try to address everything all at once. So I'm expecting maybe 2 months, really depending. I mean, we'll move forward with the engineering work in the meantime, but, any comments that come from that circulation, we'd like to address. So, yeah, probably around 2 months.
Okay. So you're just gonna meet up with Martina, set up the escrow for our engineer's review?
Sure, yeah. we
Great.
can Do that. All right,
Thank you.
thank you all.
Members of the board, you have any questions? Mr. Madden?
Is there a reason why the applicant's name on our agenda is Town of Waywayanda?
On the agenda.
On the agenda? No. Just location, that's all it was. It's really Dawson Avenue, but not to kind of clarify, it's really in the town of Wayweanda.
But it's not the name of the business.
No, it's a storage facility.
There was just a question as to why they were coming, actually. So we wanted the presentation, just for ease of purpose, called it Town of Waywayanda.
Thank you.
On the EAF, it says the wastewater treatment plant to be used is Middletown wastewater treatment plant, but the district is Town of Webbeonda, SW 115 Sewer District 1. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
We'll let them sort that out. Yep. Like I said, I know Wayweanda has water, gets water from us and sewer from us. That may be the district that's involved. Okay, sir, thank you very
All right.
much.
Thank you.
I believe the next applicant.
Okay. How you doing, sir?
Good evening.
Why
Ruben
don't
Buck.
you introduce the project first?
Project is Polycraft, Industrial Place, Warehouse Phase 2. This is Phase 2 to something that we've already approved, Phase 1.
Ruben Buck, Engineering Properties, here on behalf of the applicant. As the chairman mentioned, this is Phase 2 of the Polycraft project. The initial 72,000 square foot building was originally approved August of 2022 at 3660 Industrial Place. The applicant is coming back in now for a 48,880 square foot addition to the printing plant. That is going to be located on the neighboring lot, which is tax lot 5-1-4.14, or 4.1, excuse me. It's a 2.2 acre lot. The buildings will be connected, and the tax lot lines will be extinguished. There's going to be 3 additional loading dock bays on the northern end of the building. And the end goal is just to continue to provide Polycraft with a facility that's state-of-the-art. Expanding the facility will allow them to have better operational efficiency
Sorry.
and increased product shipment capacity. As part of this second phase, we took a detailed look at the parking. I know this was an item of discussion with the first phase of the project. So on the drawing, we included a breakdown of each use that's currently in existence on these lots, specifies the owner of, or the tenant for each building, what the use is and its compliance with the zoning code in the I-2 district, along with hours of operation and parking demand. What I'd like to highlight here is that Polycraft is the largest user, the tenant that needs the most spaces, particularly for the individuals who are going to be working on the floor. If you see use D, and then the parking requirement for the warehouse workers, it's 42 spaces. Their shifts, they're going to have 2 shifts, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., don't coincide with any of the hours of operation for any of the other tenants. So we believe that this staggering of the shifts, along with this use being the greatest parking demand, will allow for enough turnover and parking spaces available for the other tenants along with Polycraft at this site. So this is our initial presentation. Want to get some feedback on the project and see if there's any questions I may be able to answer.
Also, just note that all the tenants that are here today are existing tenants at the building
Correct.
currently.
Yes.
Do you propose screening?
With the completion of a complete plan set, we'll have a detailed landscaping plan for the neighbors to the rear that are in Walk Hill.
I think in phase one, it actually has that screening.
Correct. Yeah, so that screening will likely just be continued along
Okay,
this tax lot.
okay. Does the board have any questions? Yes,
What's
sir.
the proposed height of the new facility?
Be the same height, I believe, as the existing building. So it'll be, maximum height is 35 feet. So at or below there, the applicant isn't seeking a variance for the building height.
They are seeking a variance?
Or not.
Are not, okay. So they're within the code. And the reason for the addition? I mean, it must
The
look,
Polycraft is moving their business to Middletown. So the idea is to, phase one was a good start and the building is well underway. I hope that the members of the board have gotten a chance to see the progress. It's starting to look like something, and they're planning ahead and seeing that this is going to be their main hub and want to ensure they have enough space to not only work efficiently, but increase the amount of product they can ship in and out of this facility.
We'll have to have our fire department take a look at it for turning radiuses.
Our main concerns were turning radiuses, fire hydrant locations. We didn't see identified on the plan. Where it says truck parking signs indicating, will the trucks be parked on the street in front of the proposed addition or in the spot specifically?
That's an existing sign along the frontage of that property. So
Okay.
once we develop a complete plan set, we're going to have a decommissioning plan, and it'll include removal of that truck parking sign, because that's going to be right where the building is, was where the trailers park now.
Okay, also, we didn't see FDC locations marked out on that?
That'll be shown on a utility plan as well.
Terrific, thank you.
No problem.
Is there an idea of the additional truck traffic that'll be generated by this?
Don't believe,
It's not gonna change anything, just a matter of.
If you could just come up to the mic and state your name.
I'm Jack, I'm with the construction and the development team of Landmark Commercial Solutions, so we're spearheading this project. At the proposed is just a better operating, giving them more room to better buying powers, better shipping powers, but the truck traffic would not actually change.
Thank you.
I have a question. Will you be changing any of the materials that you're making your product with, any of the technologies? There wouldn't be nothing that would be hazardous to the consumers or the residents in the area, I meant?
Absolutely nothing different.
Okay, thank you.
Can you supply us with a rendering of what you anticipate it to look like? And also, will the facade be the same as what's existing?
of the existing buildings in front,
No, of the
Of the-
Polycraft.
I believe that the facade of the building will be consistent with the building that's under construction now and the addition. But we'll be able to provide renderings of the addition as well.
Thank you.
Also, in the original approval, there was and I can't remember exactly what it was called. There was a piece of equipment in front of the buildings, sized to the 71,000 square foot. I forget the name of that, what that intent of that equipment was. Do you need a bigger piece of equipment now that you have a larger warehouse space?
No, nothing changes.
Nothing changes?
Nothing changes.
Okay.
It's just for more, to buy in bulk and be able to produce and ship it in a better quality.
Right.
Is that piece of equipment shown on these plans?
No, that's why I'm kind of asking the question. I don't see it located on this new plan.
It's not shown, the way our drawings are set up, it just didn't show up on our sketch layer, but when we produce a full plan set, it's going to say the unit that was previously
Okay.
approved is to be installed,
With the screening.
with screening as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is that unit for? Refresh my memory.
Treating the air as it leaves the facility, and it's regulated by the DEC.
And the propane guy is still going to be there.
Correct.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Glad to see you back.
Since this is a workshop, no seeker action can take place, is that correct?
No, nothing.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
And you should plan to set up with Martina and escrow for our engineer's review.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, folks, thank you very much. This concludes our workshop this evening.